Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Sorry, I never get the angle on this right. I hope everybody is having a good afternoon. I just did a revamp on the garage as far as moving my desk around, and it feels so much cleaner. And I did a little clean out this morning, so it feels great. Catching up with the comments here. First one here, Med got it. Denise seconded. Ravi, you got third. You got third. They beat you. Hello, good morning, Monica. Eric, I can't wait to see what's in store today. My quads are feeling Monday's air squats. Yeah, me too. Evening crew, what's up, Hasnik? Welcome, Robbie, St. America. Monica, yes, I'm still feeling the after effects of Monday. Everything's okay with me. I'm nailed it, Lane. So welcome, guys. I am happy to bring you another workout and a few announcements before we start. Number one, heads up. I'm probably going to take my shirt off at some point today just to show you guys something that I want you to be thinking about, because we do have some form of deadlift today. So if you don't like that, just heads up. It's going to happen at some point. It won't be the whole workout, I promise. The shirt will go back on. I'm not that same CrossFitter that I used to be, where it was never a shirt. So a couple announcements, things that I've been pondering as all this has been going. Before we get the workout started. Well, you know what, really quick, let me just brief the workout and then I want to do announcements to get you guys excited so you know what's coming. So today, strength and intervals, as mentioned in the profile. Danny, whenever you show up, I am sorry. I know last week you requested that I put equipment guidelines in the description before we start. I haven't gotten there yet, guys. I'm still learning as we go through the live process. So just a heads up on that. Anyways, today's workout, we're going to start with our warm-up. As always, I've been a big fan of taking you guys through the warm-up. It's good for me. It's good for you. It's good for all of us. Then we're going to go into strength portion, which is going to be deadlifts of some kind. Again, I said, yes, thank you, Denise. Smash that like button if you are here. If you're here, smash the like button. That's what we do. Don't skip it, okay? So it's the least you can do. You're getting free home workouts with me. Smash the like button. Anyways, we've got our strength portion, which is going to be a 15 minutes to deadlift. I know I said no equipment. It's okay. You don't need equipment to do it. And that's the section in which I said I'm going to be taking my shirt off to show what you can be doing to create a strength impact similar to a deadlift without any weight or equipment necessary. You don't need a barbell. But if you've got a barbell, for example, I will be using it today, but it doesn't mean that you can't use a broomstick or some kind of, load a duffel bag or something. So just think about that for me, guys. Before we get into the workout, start accumulating what you will need for this, which is just going to be like some kind of heavy object. If you want to add that into the workout, have a heavy object nearby, whatever it is, prep that while we go through the rest of this before the workout starts. So it's going to be in 15 minutes. I want you to build to a heavy 5 of some kind of deadlift. Again, I will show you how to do that without equipment. Just stay tuned. Following that, we will have every 5, and for that 15 minutes, by the way, it's just a casual building to 5. There's no time restraint on it other than it's within a 15-minute window. My goal is that you get maybe 5 sets in there. 5 sets of 5. Next, we're going to go. Oof, I'm chilly. Hold on, let me slip on my jacket until we get moving. Oh, that's so much better. It's all good once I start moving, but until then, it's chilly. Next, we've got every minute on the minute for 5 minutes. We're going to do an arch hold on the ground for 15 to 30 seconds, reinforcing that back strength. I know, again, quads are sore, maybe biceps are sore from what we did as well. So this is a way to work on that back, work on your glutes, your hips, strengthening the back, always super critical for rowing for those purposes. So part C, every minute on the minute for 5 minutes. It's going to be a 15 to 30 second arch hold on the ground. Now, for this arch hold, it's not like a traditional gymnastics arch hold. It will be face down on the ground, and it's an arch up simply from the upper body. I'm not going to ask that the legs raise as well for today. And then following that, part D, every 5 minutes for 20 minutes, it is going to be a row by 350 to 500 meters. That's totally your discretion. You use the distance that you want there. Followed by ground to overhead by 15. Now, of course, on paper, those require equipment. You don't need equipment for this, guys. You can sprint in place The objective of the row piece, which is row, bike, ski, run, walk, again, whatever you need, is that it takes somewhere between 1.5 to 2 minutes to get through that portion. So there's the time frame that I'm thinking through when I wrote this program, is that I wanted to take about 1.5 to 2 minutes to get through that section. So adjust as necessary. If you want to do 500 meters at a 2-minute split, great. But if it's going to be a 3-minute split, shorten it. Make sense? And then following that with ground to overhead by 15. This can be done as well with anything. It can even be done without weight. So this is simply what it will be when we do it, is taking something from the ground overhead. Okay, that's ground to overhead. I will be using dumbbells because I have them. But again, do what you need with what you've got. Okay, so just please keep that in mind. That's the workout today. Now, announcements. Here's what I'm just things that have been percolating in my brain. Number one, I am loving doing these for you guys, and I'm trying to figure out what a long-term structure is. And because you guys are so amazing with communicating here, I would love your input. There are ways that like, for example, YouTube allows us to create a membership section. It's essentially like what Patreon, I think, is what a lot of people have used. YouTube allows us to do that now. So I'm thinking about like potentially setting those things up and like creating things that I can give you guys beyond these workouts, or perhaps at some point, we put the live workouts behind that, just because at a certain point, I have to be able to continue doing these for you guys at an hour a day. It's, it helps us to be able to survive and help the business survive. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it first before I just start taking action on it. I'd love your feedback, your input. Please, please, please tell me what you would like to see. If you have any ideas, fill me in, because I am all ears right now. Just know that, I've been given as much as I can in the business away for free. We gave away our free workout program. We have a free competition right now. All these live workouts are free. And just at a certain point, we have to be able to monetize it, because I have to be able to make, make an existence as we go forward. So you guys are incredible, and I want to get your feedback from that. Next, our programs on our website. All right, so we have the crew, which is our primary program. You're going to see some really big shifts, in like positive shifts, happening in the very, very near future, probably within the next week or two, on both our entry level program, it's called the Express right now. The name might change, and the crew. So just get excited for that, because there's some really cool stuff. I'm putting in a ton of work behind the scenes on that for you guys. So those are just the things that are on my mind right now, and I wanted to offload it because you guys are so amazing, and like I just love being able to chat with you guys. And I value your opinions, and you guys are the ones that are showing up. So you get to help craft what this membership thing is going to look like here on YouTube. What can I offer you? What do you guys want from me that I can, for $1 a month, or for $5 a month, or $9, right? You can do levels, just tell me, I want to hear. Okay, now I'm going to catch up with comments. Janita, how do you fearless coach and his glutton for punishment class? It's going to be a good one, guys. It's going to be great, especially that the EMOM for 20 minutes. Orsi, hey, I'm too sore today, but did some stretching and going to do some really easy going rowing just to be part of the crew. Fantastic. Kim, good morning, all. Good morning, Kim, to you. Megan, hi from Canada's capital again. Happy to be here. Good morning, and happy to have you from Canada, Megan. Connie, woohoo! Denise, same for me, RC. I'm sore and taking it easy too. Good. Love it. We're doing it together, Denise. Don't worry. The soreness will fade. Denise, most creators I know have a Patreon with extra content for Patreon members. We want you to make a living for you, wife, and half pint. Yeah, thank you. So essentially, YouTube, I guess they're probably trying to cut Patreon out. We can do basically Patreon style stuff now in YouTube. I would love to know what you would want to see behind that. Wife has me on jobs this evening. Boo. Oh, Dan. I'm so sorry. Tusano, hi. How about rowing with water resistance? Yes, you can do that. Robbie, everyone needs an income. Don't be afraid to ask for this. I'm very bad about asking you guys, and I'm very okay being honest with all of you at this point. I have always been terrible about asking for a purchase or for a buy. I've always just made everything, and my mindset has been like, oh, if they like it, they'll find it. So I'm trying to get into a mindset where I'm comfortable asking because I know that what we make is worth it, and it always has been. I'm just bad about asking. So I'm all in, joining the members club and contribute. Man, Monica, thank you. Aldo from Switzerland, love it. Welcome. So yeah, guys, tell me, what would you like to see? I appreciate, by the way, it's hugely supportive to just hear that, like, I don't know, it's that it's okay to ask, and that it's okay to know that I need to make a living off of this. It's always been hard because I committed to just giving everything away for free as long as I possibly could, and I've done that for like 5 years. And so now switching over to like, okay, now it has to be like, we need to be sustainable. I just appreciate hearing that from you guys. It makes it easier for me, honestly. Okay, so with that being said, like as the video goes on, please drop ideas as you have them. What would you like to see behind some kind of a paywall? What would you be willing to pay? What should the pay levels be? Like, tell me these things. I want to, like, what would you pay? Do you want it to be $9 a month? Do you want it to be $25 or $1? Like, I just don't, I need to know where to start on that. I'm ready to give you money. Thanks, Lane. Courtney, these live workouts are extremely valuable to me. I'd pay for these. If you didn't think of something you really want to do, then let us know what makes you the most money. I'm with Monica. Thanks, guys. So here's a couple of things I'm thinking. Actually, I mentioned that we're talking about revamping the crew, for example, on our website. Inside of the crew, for example, I'm thinking about beginning to host like mindset calls every other week, and then bookending that with like nutrition calls with my coach John, who you may have seen in some of our recent videos, things like that. I could do something similar on here where we're having like mindset discussion once a week, or Zoom calls together, or having just private live videos for those of you that want to go more in depth on these things. Being able to drop other training plans in here for you, or I'm just really thinking through. This just started happening yesterday, where I was like, we need to make a shift, because this is, I'm 5 hours a week. I got to try and figure out something more. So let's see. Catch back up. I'm with Monica. Thanks, Janita. Range solutions. What are the differences between a sensei and what new approach and payment options? A sensei is really good. A sensei is great. Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely check out a sensei if you guys haven't with us. We have a follow along program there where there's body weight workouts and then a rowing program you can follow as well there. And what's cool, frankly, what's different is just a sensei has more tech. I can't, and that's why we work with them, is because on a sensei, your phone can link to your monitor. We'll push the logbook. You can be coached in your ear while you're moving. It's tracking all the data that you're doing. That's why we partnered with them. So what we offer there is more low tech on our program. But what we can do, for example, is have nutrition calls, and I'm looking at my notes over here, mindset calls and things like that that are more personal. And that's just kind of like some of the stuff that we've been thinking about on there. So the sensei is fantastic. Like, go check out that program. I think for rowing, like, they're really nailing it, and I'm excited to be a partner with them on this, because they just make a really great experience for taking your phone, connecting it to your machine, and being able to get involved. So, and I believe it slaves the monitor as well. So it programs your monitor for you, which is like, for a coach, is so nice to know that can be done. So, and again, you get body weight options on there. So I made a body weight workout with them so that you can use things that requires no equipment. So it's, again, like broomsticks, and you can use the machine for some of the movements. So we did some cool stuff there. Nancy, would love to support you whatever way you think is good for you. People pay for apps all the time. Live workouts are worth it. Thanks. Finally, I caught one of the live sessions. Hi from Portugal. Joao, welcome. Nutrition calls, 100%. Love it. Okay. With that being said, guys, we can continue the conversation as we go, but we should start warming up for the workout. So let's do this. First and foremost, let's just hop on to, if you have a machine nearby, let's just hop on and let's just get a light spin just to start blood moving. Okay. And let's go there. Sorry, mounting the tripod. All for one and one for all. Love it. Denise, starting a 500 meter, 1 minute rest row. Just take it easy. Menu select, workout standard list. Yeah, there are some great workouts in the standard list. Okay, I'm just jumping on the bike here. Whatever machine you have, just jump on, start moving. All I care about right now is just establishing blood flow to your legs, and to your taking it out of the core, getting it out to your extremities, and beginning to just initiate with the body that, hey, something's going to be happening here in a little bit. So focus points on what the workout and what I was intending with the workout today. We'll have to Bosu while you row. That's cool. Do it. Or again, sprint in place. High knee running in place. So it's funny, Monday's workout, I challenged my neighbor who normally comes and works out in my garage. I sent him the workout afterwards and challenged him to do it. Halfway through, he texted me, he was like, this is so hard. And I'm doing it from my bedroom right now, laying on my bed, just trying to recover before the final workout portion. So he did it, and he just sprinted in place too. Normally he'd be over here in the garage doing it with me. He's 28, so young guy. We always have fun. But, you know, social distancing, we have not been hanging out or working out together. So it was fun to be able to send that to him. Okay, so focus points. OFC Joe, hey guys, just stopped by to say hey, hello and lurk. Did you throw down week 2 workout, number 2 workout earlier? Great stuff, awesome. Like smash, love it, James, thank you. So what I'm thinking in today's workout, because you seeing the inside of my inner workings before a workout can be helpful to establishing a benefit to you. And also keeping in mind, part of my mindset and programming here is my own recovery, right? I'm working my own body through coming back to health. So 15 minutes of deadlift by 5, okay? Sets of 5. The intent here is to start building trunk strength, again, for me, and for many of you, establishing a new movement pattern of hip hinging and getting ready to brace the body, because the back and the trunk are seriously underutilized in most of our lives. We do not do a great job of learning to hinge at the hips and not move with our spine and moving from the hips instead. So that's why we're looking at a deadlift today, is because we haven't done a ton of deadlifting, just bending over, picking something up that's heavy. Also keeping in mind that whenever you pick up something heavy, your whole trunk has to engage and should engage to pick it up. Your midline, your trunk, whatever you want to call it, your core. I don't like core, I think it's overused, but your core is really your safety net of life. It connects your thorax to your pelvis. There's a lot of mushy stuff in between those two things, and the only thing that connects them is your spine, which is why we have so many low back injuries, is because your trunk, the soft stuff in between your hard pelvis and your hard lower rib, is what is meant to link those two things together so that they can move in union. Okay? Aldo, what's up? So, are you joining? No? Physically, but not emotionally? Oh, in 15, the wife just joined in secret. She like slipped into the room without me noticing. 15 minutes building to a heavy 5 deadlift, or some kind of deadlift, some kind of pickup for 5. Following that with 5-minute EMOM of a 15 to 30 second like floor arched hold for 15 to 30 seconds. And then every 5 minutes for 20 minutes, a row by 350 meters to 500, your pick, spine to range, and then ground to overhead by 15. And then rest the remainder of the 5. So basically 4 sets of that. And right now we're just getting hot. Okay, that's been about 5 minutes. So that's the mindset behind it all, guys. That's why the deadlift stuff today. While we're standing in place, again, to loosen up posterior chain, do me a favor and let's just start. We've done this before. Give me some straight leg kicks going opposite hand to opposite leg. This is a really great opportunity for you to see how awkwardly long my legs are. while I do this. My left leg in particular being that close to the camera really highlights my lankiness. So that opposite kick meant to loosen up that posterior chain and start getting the hips moving. Okay. Never ignore that posterior chain. So much strength to be had. So much life benefit to be had. Okay, I think I can take the jacket off now. This is a pretty good camera angle. I like this one. Yeah, you can close that, please. That'd be awesome. Yeah, no, it is cold. I had to put my jacket on. Okay, so from this position, I'm going to take you guys, move this out of the way. All right, we're going to go into an inchworm, guys. I will face you from here. Inchworm again from the standing position. Bring those hands down to the floor. Walk your hands out into a push-up. Give me a push-up. Walk your toes to your hands. Oh, feel that stretch for a second while you're here. Try and ease the lower back and let yourself hang for a moment before walking your feet back out. Give me another push-up. And then walking the hands back to the feet. Okay? Give me 5 of those total. That's 2. Oh, yeah, I did actually, I think, on Monday. Right? Because she was born at like 10, and the workout was at 11. So my wifey reminded me, do you like wife or wifey? Apparently she hates wifey. So wife reminded me to, just a second congratulations. Her sister had their baby on Monday. So I have a new niece that I'm very excited about. I got to go, I had about half an hour to hold her the first day we got to go see them. We've all been practicing social distancing in our small family unit. And because the threat was that if you didn't social distance properly, you were not going to get to see that new baby. So we've all been in extreme lockdown to ensure that we were going to get the benefit of being able to see our new niece. Whew, okay, so that's that posterior chain a little bit there. So cool, guys, to do it from across the ocean. Aldo, that's incredible. For extra, wear ankle weights on your wrists. One could do that. Absolutely. All right, next, guys, we're going to go into a bear crawl. Forward and backward, finding your space on the floor. I hope you guys can see me all right. Just going to drop it a hair. Okay, so just a forward and back bear crawl to get things turned on a little bit. So you're going to come down onto all fours. I want that back flat as if you're resting a cup of coffee on the back. And then I want your knees just off the floor. That's how low I want your knees. And I just want you to track forward with small steps. Don't let the knee come up to your wrist. That's not the goal. The goal is that the back stays flat, okay? So walk your way forward and then back it up. Okay, let's go back and forth 3 times. One more time for good measure. Small steps, keeping the back flat, the butt low. Okay, who's feeling warm? So, told you I was going to take my shirt off for a moment. Here it is. Gratuitous shirtless moment. If you don't want to see it, now's the time to look away. Shield your eyes. Take children out of the room. So, I want you guys to see what I'm talking about when it comes to midline. And also, there's a fun moment. That's where the tube was in my chest from my accident. It's a really nice, naughty little scar now. Road rash. Road rash. That's all the visible stuff you can see. Okay, so why am I doing this? Why am I showing you we're talking about is because when I want you bracing your midline, guys, the thing I want you thinking about is not tucking in, right? Often when we think about bracing, we like suck our gut in, right? That's not the goal, okay? The goal here is, if you can, take your thumbs, just dig them in to the soft tissue in your sides, right? Feel where it's mushy, underneath the ribs, but above the hips, all this mushy area, okay? Soften your whole midline, and then I want you to laugh out loud, okay? So I want you to go, ha, okay? When you do that, what happens is it drives your sides out. That laughing causes that contraction to drive the thumb out. And that is the bracing that you want to be doing whenever we are practicing any kind of hip hinge movement, because that is that linkage between the rib cage and the hip, that section right there. By making that audible sound that gives you the feeling that if you've never felt how to drive out before, that's what does it. All right. So at home, wherever you are, do that for me, please. Breathe. You don't have to make the audible if you can figure it out. Right? Just get that brace, because now as we go to deadlift, that's your brace function. It's not an over arch like this, which is also very common for deadlifts. A lot of people super arch, and that's their position. That's not a strong back either. That's overextended, right? What matters is that this is tight. Cool? Okay, shirt back on time. That was our lesson for the day. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand that? Have you guys thought of that before? Inflate the spare tire. I like that. Abs goals. Aha moment. I love it. That's what I wanted. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set the clock on the computer. The trick we learned last time, if you guys want it, is just go to Google and search stopwatch. You can thank wife for this one. She found it. Full screen it. Okay, the 15-minute clock has started. Oh, she's stealing my barbell now. Are you going to use that barbell? Yeah. Okay. No, they're both the same. Oh, yeah, it is actually slightly thinner. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to start with kettlebells anyways. Oh. So are you going to do it with us? Yeah. Okay. Wife's going to deadlift with that barbell. I'm going to start on the kettlebells because I have not had a barbell in my hands lately. The clock is now running. The things that I want you to think about, right? You can accumulate these reps as you need. We have 14 and a half minutes to go. I need you to get around 5 sets of 5 reps of your deadlift. This can be done in any way. What I was talking about with not needing weight, you can grab a broomstick, you can grab a vacuum if you don't have anything, a shower curtain rod, whatever you want, right? All I'm looking for is that you maintain the contraction as if you had a heavy load in your hands. That means inflate the spare tire. I love that, Gina. Right? Drive out on the thumbs. Hold and lock everything down as if you had weight in your hands. Squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze your midline, squeeze your shoulders, your lats. Draw your shoulders back. Move as if you had weight. You would be amazed what you can do with that, okay? So you can do 5 sets of that. You can go grab a suitcase, load it with heavy things from around the house, and you can pick up the suitcase. What I'm going to start with, like I said, are kettlebells, because I have not picked up anything heavy in a minute. So I'm going to be deadlifting a kettlebell, jumping up. If I feel comfortable there, then I'll probably move on to a barbell, pull some plates off the wall, and start loading a little bit heavier. But again, this is really day one of me picking up something heavy. So what I'm looking for when we go for a deadlift is that we set up, brace like we talked about. Push the hips back until you feel a tug through the hamstring. That's your indicator once the tug is here that you can bend the knees, keep that trunk angle, and lower yourself to the ground, not rounding the back as you do so, and also not changing the angle of your back as you use the legs to lower you to the weighted object. Brace hard and then push the earth away. If you do not have any kind of weighted object and you're doing this with body weight, I would encourage you to think about maybe doing 5 to 10 reps or move slower with more contraction, okay? Lane, can I use resistance bands attached to the bottom of a door and pull between my legs? As in like it's behind you? Yes, I will allow that. Actually, what I'd prefer almost is if you took that longer band, I have them over here, and loop it perhaps between your legs or something so it's stretched out laterally like this, and that you reach down to the floor and you were picking it up that way instead of it being behind you, if that makes sense. Maybe you could slip your feet into it and stand on it. That's a good way of doing it too, okay? Denise, carefully, anything between the legs should be done carefully. Yes, 100%. Guys, this is a movement to be performed when you feel comfortable knowing how to move, which is why I say don't just go and pick up a barbell. You can do this without weight and still get an excellent movement out of this. But deadlifts will a suitcase full of money work? Yes, but I should probably test that suitcase. Also, money's probably not that heavy unless it's gold bullion. If you have a suitcase full of gold bullion, that's probably good weight. Lane, yes, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. Okay, I am going to move to a heavier kettlebell next time. That felt okay for me. This is my 24 kilo. On to my 32. So 32 kilo competition kettlebells, by the way, you can see those over there. My favorite kind of kettlebells. If you're ever picking any up, I'm suggesting competition. I think they're the best. They're all uniform size, just different weights, which is nice because then you get comfortable with same size handle, same size kettlebell. The weight just changes. So I'm a big advocate of competition kettlebells if you're wondering why. Daniel, what's up? I'm improving every day. I don't know, who knows what 100% will look like and if that ever comes, but I'm improving a little bit every day, and y'all being here and helping me work out is great for that. Okay, guys, we're 5 minutes down. I'm going to go for set number 2 here. Again, the goal of the deadlift is strength, not speed, not just crazy interval work. This is concentrated, focused strength and engagement work, okay? Okay, that felt all right. I think I'll do one more set of that before moving up. How are you guys feeling with it? Questions? Questions about the movement, questions about deadlifts. I'm here to answer them. Let me know. And here's the thing, a lot of people get scared of deadlifts. By the way, drink. Beach to it, Denise. A lot of people get scared about deadlifts because they think that that's when people hurt their backs. I will say, bending over is when most people hurt their backs. But that's why it's all the more important to learn how to deadlift properly. Okay? You have to learn how to hinge at the hips to save your back for the future. So many back injuries happen when people are like bending over to pick up a quarter off the ground. It has nothing to do with picking up a heavy load. The heavy load is training so that your back doesn't go out when you're doing something else. Mm-hmm.
Are they in there?
Oh, no. Yeah. For your shins. Wife always scratches up her shins when she's deadlifting. Okay, I'm gonna get my next set. If you're joining me on sets right now, you can join me. Setup, good setup first. Okay, brace everything tight. Load your backside. Remember, push out. That's your brace. Do it with control. I'm actually kind of liking sticking with the kettlebell right now, being my first day of picking things up. Yay, hydrate. Triple cap time, 7:45. So we're basically halfway. So you've got halfway. Rower has strengthened my core so much. Yeah, it's great for that. But I'm also, again, an advocate. You'll hear me talk about strength. My background is in strength and conditioning as a coach and rowing. The strength and conditioning piece is so helpful for rowing. It's why I wrote a strength and conditioning program for rowers as well that tested on some U.S. national team guys. It's a very useful tool to benefit your body. Triple cap, keep weight close to the body, always. Yeah, that's why she busts up her shins. It's because she keeps that bar close to her. Robbie, exactly, Shane. I have a bad back from misstepping off a sidewalk. I did CrossFit for 8 years and never hurt my back even once. That's exactly right. I was a CrossFitter. I blew out my back, not because of CrossFit, but because of a bad chiropractor. Like, it's crazy. Like, but I'm not an advocate for like going and just picking up a barbell like this, right? I'm an advocate of you learning to hinge first with nothing. Sorry, tell me if that's too loud. Maybe we'll see if we can set it down instead of drop. Normally we drop in here, but I just realized it could be loud for you. So normally, right, I want to train you to just move before we ever give you weight. So if you've never done a deadlift with a bar, don't start now, right? Start by being smart and retraining your movement patterns, all right? I'm going to do one more set with this because this was feeling good. And we're at 10 minutes.
Should have warmed up.
You missed the warm-up portion.
Yeah.
Okay, here goes next set for me. Slow, controlled, everything sucked in, shoulders drawn back. Feel that whole back engaged. Drive the feet through the floor, keep the weight close to the body, head neutral. Now, while I'm here, I just want to take a note to emphasize how important the descent of a deadlift is to your movement. Notice that the initiation is about pushing the hips back, 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 back until I feel a load in the hamstrings, and then I bend the knees to bring it to the floor. Okay, it's not bending the knees first and then coming down, because that takes me out of the order of operations, just like in rowing, where we need that correct order of operations to set up good movement, if that makes sense. You know what? I'm just going to stick with this kettlebell. Yeah, I'm going to stick with this kettlebell because it actually feels pretty good right now. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we have 4 more minutes to go until we switch on to our next piece. Any other thoughts on deadlifts, guys? Questions? I'm here to answer them while we're here live. Drink, everybody. Denise is in the midst of 500-meter repeats with a 1-minute rest, so I know she's occupied. So again, just big emphasis, guys. Descent of the deadlift is a huge predictor of how well you are going to move throughout the rest of it. So again, I can't encourage you enough to really think it through. Make sure that you can move well. Make sure that everything works in order of operations properly, and that we do that for the same purposes that we do it on the rower correctly, is because good movement trumps all, right? It's better than anything. If we can focus on good movement, then power can come, right? It's why speed doesn't take over on the rower. When you want to go faster, you don't literally go faster in RPMs or stroke rate, because that just means you spin out of control. You're a hamster on a hamster wheel, or out of control. You just, and you kind of get spun around. The way to get faster on the rower is to step back, focus on mechanics so that you can deliver all the necessary power per stroke, and then it can get better from there. Then taking stroke rate up has an impact. Okay, I'm going to set up for my next set. Here we go. Nice neutral spines. All right, that was 5 sets, but because there's more time, I'm going to take a 6th. Again, the objective is 15-minute sets of 5. Get what you can as you feel. We got time. I'm going to add in one more reminder. After that, we're going to be going to our floor arched holds, or our prone arch holds. That means you're going to be face down on the floor. So you may want to grab a yoga mat or a blanket or something that you can set under your stomach, your legs, so that it feels okay. Denise, jumping in with a drink. Good. Thank you, Denise. I assume that was in her 1-minute rest. That or Keith was messaging for her. Lane, can I do negative accentuated reps to increase intensity? Yeah, absolutely. Controlling that descent, making it slower, can really help to focus on both intensity, but control of that midline as you descend. It can be really beneficial. Courtney, so on the rower, should or inflate the tire when you push with your legs each time? Yes, that's exactly right. Thank you for drawing that connection. Every time you're about to take a stroke, that is the brace. That's the brace. So many people think that the brace happens by here, right? They're like, oh, brace. That's not a brace, guys. That's braking at the midline, right? All of a sudden, this goes soft to do that. Now you lock these things together, and now this becomes your transmission of power. But that's not transmission of power. That's just loss of power. That's a power leak right here. Every time you take a stroke on the rower. Okay, I'm going to take one more set, 14:20 in this time limit. Here we go. That was technically 6, but I'll put this guy away. Okay, so grab your yoga mats. Okay, we're going to move on to our every 5 minutes on the 5 minutes. Mary, thanks for the tip on inflating the tire on the rower. I like that we're calling it inflating the tire. Why have I never thought of this before? That's brilliant. Are you going to do these with me, Kia? Are you going to do these with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
The time?
Yep. No, you can clean up. That's good. I was just going to give you that mat and get a second one. Okay, guys. Grabbing your mats. I will tilt it down so you can see both of us on there. I'll help you with cleanup too. Oh, of course. Yeah. 15. What do you have over there?
I have 2 15s.
I'm very confused. Do we have an odd number of 15s? Oh, no. Will you grab that one?
Oh, no, I need that one. I need it for my grind overhead.
Oh, you're going to do it with a plate?
Maybe.
Okay, got it. Okay, guys. We're going to move on to our every 5 minutes. So you're going to be in the prone position. That means face down on the floor, hands on the back of the head. Inflating the tire because you don't have tire. That's not why. I just never thought about that real world context. I like that. It's great. Okay, here. I'm going to go tilt down. Okay. We're going to start this in 15 seconds, guys. So again, you're going to be on the floor, face down. And when I say go, you're going to lift, arch, and hold. Okay, going in 5 seconds. 2, 1, up. Again, we're holding for 15 to 30 seconds. The goal, keep your feet together, keep your heels together. Your legs don't have to lift off the ground. You're just trying to lift your chest as much as possible. Okay, strengthening those lower backs, the ability to support your spine. All right. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, down. Okay, that's minute 1. So we're just going to do this every minute now. You got the 15-second crowd?
What?
You're on 15 seconds? 20. Okay. She's doing 22 seconds.
I can't see the clock.
So when she... Okay. you want me to tell you at 15? How about this? I'll announce 15 and I'll announce 30. We're going in 10 seconds. 5. You'll have to tell us what it is. 3, 2, 1. Up. What song is it?
Tiesto, Boom.
If you want a good song recommendation,
If you're into this music.
if you're into Tiesto's Boom is apparently a good song. So says she in the moment. Oh, just past 15 seconds. Sorry, that's 20 seconds. Squeezing that lower back, guys. 2, 1, down. Ooh, take that rest. Enjoy it. That lower back's probably feeling pretty warm from this. That's 2 minutes down. 3 left. 15 seconds till we pick it up again. What machine do you want to use for the workout? Or do you just want to alternate again? Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, up. Up, why? Up. Up. That's 15 seconds. 20 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. That's 30. So our daughter has this thing. Whenever she wants to be picked up, she wants to be picked up, and then she also wants wife standing. And so she just says, she just basically yells up at her. So she was saying, I trigger her every time I say up. I'll try and find a different word. All right, that's 3 down, 2 left. 3, 2, 1, start. Try and breathe into your belly now. Push your belly into the ground as you inhale. Uh-oh.
No.
My screen blacked out. Let's assume that's 15 seconds. 22 seconds. That was about right. 3, 2, 1, 30. Oh, yeah. Okay, 1 left. Guys, think about squeezing your butt cheeks, driving your hips into the floor as we do this. Okay, as you lift that chest, really try, as the 30 seconds goes on, keep reminding yourself to draw the shoulders back, draw the elbows back to keep yourself elevated. Okay, we're going again in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Breathe in your belly, push your belly into the ground, lift the elbows, lift the shoulders, draw them back. Keep the head neutral though, don't crank the chin up. All right, try to keep the chin neutral to the rest of the body. That's 17 seconds. 20. 5, 3, 2, 1, down. All right. You gotta go. Then go. I appreciate you being out here. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Say bye, everybody. She's got to take off from work. Of course. Whew, that was good. How's that feel, guys? We got our intervals coming up. So everybody drink. Denise, gotcha. Yes, I will. Maybe ROMWOD together? Oh. Can I ROMWOD while you yoga? Okay. Whew. Google Pack Grill? What? I don't understand. Couple goals. How'd that feel, guys? Everybody's body's feeling all right. You guys getting ready to head into the intervals. So something to remember now on this next portion. Again, no equipment necessary if you don't have it. If you do have it, now's a great time to use it. Run, bike, ski, row. You could do it without. It's again everything with contraction. If you don't have weight, you move a bit more controlled, like you are you flex everything. You pretend that you do, and it's amazing how much work you can actually do just contracting. So again, run, bike, ski, row, run in place, band, sprints, wherever you want. The distance is 350 to 500 meters. That would be on the row or the ski. If it's on the bike, double that. So 700 to 1,000 meters would be your range. I will probably just alternate between my machines. I'll probably row on one and bike on the other, just because that sounds good to me right now. Couple goals, husband, wife, couple goals. Sounds like I was talking about a couple of goals. That's what I thought you were saying. I was like, and those goals would be what? So anyways, and then on the ground to overhead, guys, I'm going to use dumbbells because I have them. I'm going to feel out my weight here. But the ground to overhead is simply if you have some weight of some kind. You could do it with a weight plate. You could do it with a kettlebell. You could do it with dumbbells. Your objective is touch the ground with the weight, bring it to your shoulders, and take it overhead. That's a ground to overhead, okay? There's basically the pause point comes right here before taking it overhead. You could also, in one, go up and overhead, right? This is going to tax that posterior chain again. You're going to have 15 reps. Did you decide to stay?
No, when I'm worried about you impaling yourself.
Oh, hitting my hand on that?
Yeah. Me too, I'm kind of considering it's only 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's only 20 minutes. You could also do 2 rounds of it and do 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Love it. You want to alternate rowing and biking? Just like last time?
So the shorter distance is for rowing and the long distance is for the bike?
No, the distance is because I want it to take between 1.5 to 2 minutes on whatever machine you choose. So if you feel like if you have a 3-minute split, then I want you to shave it down to 350s. If you have a 2-minute split, then you can keep it at 500 meters. Does that make sense? Right, because I want the work to take about half the amount of the 5 minutes, or maybe a little bit more. It can be. So again, I'm explaining to you guys while explaining to her my thought process behind why I set 350 meters to 500 as your range. Let me show you the sheet again. So I set it at 350 to 500 because I want you to self-select your appropriate distance on your machine. If you have a 2-minute split or under, then I would say stick with 500. If you're over a 2-minute split, choose something less, 450, 400, or 350, because I don't want you to be on the machine, into the 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes in. I want you to be able to get at least like 2 minutes rest per round. So we've got 4 rounds of this. It's going to be 20 minutes. Does that make sense? Do you guys have any questions before we get this thing started? Please ask now or forever hold your peace. What do you want to start on? Row? Okay, she'll start on the row. I'll start on the bike. Oh, man. What weights do you recommend? I'm using a couple of gallons of water. Perfect. Yeah, that's amazing. Use a couple gallons of water. That's perfect. There's whatever a gallon weighs. That's great. Just if you can hold them, that's perfect. You need to be able to make sure that you can do 15 reps touching the ground and getting overhead. Again, use whatever you want. It can be no weight. It can be lots of weight, whatever you're comfortable with. I have a feeling James is going to be using a barbell loaded with who knows what. But again, you could use kettlebells, double kettlebells. You could use a single kettlebell and just lifting that overhead. The goal is that you touch the ground and take it overhead. Be gentle, be smart, move well. That's what matters most, okay?
So it's 2.5 minutes or hitting that first, either one?
Or hitting what first?
Meters first.
No, it's not or, it's just pick a distance and you stick with that for each round. But the goal should be that you're finishing your machine or your run in place in 2 minutes or less.
2 minutes or less.
Yeah, that you're finishing it in 2 minutes or less. That's what helps you decide your distance on step 1. If you're going to be slower than 2 minutes, shorten the distance so that you can finish it in 2 minutes or less. Questions? Is that clear to you guys? Because if she's got it, I'm sure many of you have the same questions. So what we're going to do here is we will set intervals with undefined rest, and then I will run the clock, the master clock, okay? Does that make sense? Denise, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So we're going to set intervals with undefined rest here, guys. Joao, perfect. And don't worry, Shane, you got call always comes through. And I don't know how to avoid a call while I'm going live. So I'm going to restart the clock. Actually, you know what? We're just going to go in a minute and 45 seconds because that'll put us at an even time that I can keep track of for 20 minutes. Yep. Yep. So I'll walk us through setting the monitors together. Okay. So everybody's ready to go. So from the main menu, we're going to go to select workout. That's the B button. New workout, D button. Intervals, D. Then intervals distance. Okay. Are you doing 500?
No.
Oh, okay. Then don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Then we can just row. But I'm going to continue setting it for you guys. You're going to go to intervals distance. Then you're going to choose your distance, whatever you want. Okay. I'm out of frame. Is that better? Then you'll choose your distance. Okay. Set it for whatever you've chosen. Super zoomed in. Uh-oh. Did something happen? Are we all okay? Call ruining the live. Great. So you're going to set your distance. Sorry, guys, if we're having technical. I don't see it. Hopefully, we solved it. And then you're going to phone call messed it up. Great. Well, it looks like we're living with it. You're going to go right arrow until you see set rest time blinking, and then you're going to change it to undefined rest time. All right. I'm so sorry about the technical issue, guys. I wish I could figure out a way to turn phone calls off. It's pitch black. Oh, great. No, me too. Oh, God. Okay, no, we just got to start, guys. Sorry. I don't know what to do. I have no options to fix anything on my end. Hopefully it clears itself up. All right, we're going in 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go, guys. We're starting it off. We're hanging in there. I appreciate you guys hanging in. I'm so sorry for the technical issues. There's nothing I can do from my end right now. I can try and click buttons and it's zoomed in on your shirt chain. Everyone just follow his voice commands for now. Life in the fast lane. It's exactly right. I don't understand. Are you seeing me at all? Like when I back away, do you still see me or is the screen frozen on my shirt? We can hear you, that's all we need. I love it. Voice operated workouts. Good job, guys. So we've started. We're in that first round now. Can I just put up an autoresponder? Like, do not text me right now between 11 and 12. I swear all my text messages and phone calls come in between 11 and noon when we're doing on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Did that fix it? Another call came in. Unreal. Maybe one call can negate. Yes, we fixed it. A second phone call fixed it. We see you, beautiful. 100 meters left, guys. For me, at least. Whew, all right. Ground overhead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't do it in the middle, but next time. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job, guys. That's amazing. Apparently 2 wrongs make it right in this situation. A second phone call fixed it. Okay, now I know. Do not disturb mode. Wait. You want to swap or you want to stay on the rower? Oh. She doesn't want the camera focused on her, so I'll give you guys me until I finish rowing. Okay, 2 minutes until we start our next round. So enjoy that rest. Now is where you breathe. How did that feel, guys? We see you. I'm back. It's so funny that another phone call fixed the problem. Yeah.
I think I'm moving will do it.
It should. It should. Yeah. So apparently the first phone call, it like super zoomed on me and then the screen froze. And then 4 minutes later, another phone call like broke the cycle and gave us video back. If you see it, by the way, if one comes up while you're there, tap decline.
Tap decline.
Yeah.
Okay, well, should I call you next time?
Call me from your phone. One more minute of rest, guys. That is cool. What is cool? Yeah, what do we got on the clock over there? Life is dancing in front of the clock. It's okay, I like watching you dance. I know, I got no jams. She's always got jams going. 30 seconds to go. All right, setting up for next round, guys. You got it. I don't need it. Music doesn't do anything for me. Okay, I'm going to just row, but know that I'm doing 500 meters. Oop. Should have made my adjustments ahead of time. 9 seconds. Yeah, push continue. 3, 2, 1. Here's round 2, guys. Wow, you had this heavy. She likes a heavier damper. I'm gonna take my rate up a little, try and lighten the flywheel. $100 to go. $20. Easy for me. Gotta move the camera, sorry. There you go, duck out of the way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's round 2. Good job, guys. Denise said, wife, you have permission to cause him a moderate amount of pain for sticking the camera in your face. She probably agrees with you. How many rounds? 4 total rounds, guys. So that was 3. I'm gonna readjust here. She had to take off. Send your well wishes to her. Send her your love. 4 rounds total, guys. 4 rounds total. It's 20 minutes. Every 5 minutes we go. This round coming up is round 3. Sorry if I misspoke. How many rounds? How many rounds? How many rounds? 4 total. 2 down. 2 more to go. We're halfway. Okay. Bye, wifey. Apparently she prefers wife. I just learned. 1 more minute until we start our next round. 4 rounds. Jose A. Medina Hernandez. SP stroke rate. It's up to you. It's up to you. This is a 500-meter sprint. By Shane. No. By, yeah, wait. I wanted to say that in her favor. By Shane's wife. James, I appreciate all the corrections. Okay, guys. Next one coming up. I'm back on the bike. So for me, that's 1,000 meters. 15 seconds until we start. Again, 350 to 500. That's your range. Getting ready to go in 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Starting it up. I'm trying to keep equal splits between the 2 machines. So finding the same output, regardless of the machine that I'm using, is my goal right now. 500 meters plus 15 reps, plus 2 minutes rest, times 4 rounds. That's exactly right. Well, it's not 2 minutes rest. You rest the remainder of the 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, we start a new round. Mrs. Farmer's husband is in the doghouse. That's what I was trying to say, Denise. Thank you. I was trying to figure out how to frame it right. That's what I was going for. Halfway for me. So it's not a 2-minute rest, guys. It's you rest whatever time is left in the 5 minutes. $220 or $250 left. 200. Remember, I'm double. Whatever you may be, if you're on a row or a ski. 100. 3, 2, 1. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Jose, I have the rower and the skier too. So, are you alternating like I am? We're gonna need story time with Shane to get us through the last round. I need story time with Shane to get me through this round. Move it over. What do you guys want to know? What can I tell you in 2 minutes? Probably nothing. I take a long time with my stories. How many of you guys liked the video that we posted yesterday on buying a used erg? Show of hands. And did anybody download the PDF that I sent along? I thought that was kind of cool. I get so many questions about buying machines, especially right now. I've had, I don't know, 10 to 20 people that I know, acquaintances, some friends, texting me like, hey, can you get me in touch with a Concept 2 dealer? I'm like, a little late. I got nothing. There's nothing anybody can do. They're out of machines right now. Hand raised. Yes, Courtney. I'm an avid trainer, and this guy made me get onto a rower. Made me regret not doing rowing in school. Gassar, telling you, for those of you that have kids that are like 10 plus, think about rowing. There are so many scholarships and open doors available and not enough athletes to fill those spots. It's like a shoe-in to get into really good schools with scholarships. And there are hardly enough kids to fill those spots. Coaches recruit like crazy, especially women. If any of you have prayers, please be praying for me. I'm struggling today. Knee sore, icing, and some of the world stressing it. You're in my heart, Denise. So sorry. Joao, your videos are always great. Liked it. Just no one offering easier to find toilet paper. True. Childhood memory. Liked the used video. Good. Praying for you right now, Denise. God, I love you guys. Y'all are amazing. Okay. Last round, guys. Last round to go. 500 meters or 350 to 500, whatever you're picking. We're going in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, lighter fly wheel, that's better. I've been holding like 140s, 141s. That's the goal here. Slipping a little, I'm at 142. There we go, back down. Over halfway. $100 left. $50. Easy. $15 ground overhead. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that's a breather right there. Nancy, hang in there, Denise. So true. Thank you, Nancy Mary. Hugs. Denise, just know, every day is an opportunity to get better.
having been right through this, the downs are not going to be fun. The hard days are not going to be fun. Do your best to lean on those around you like us, to be here, to lift you up, and to bring you through. I promise it will get better. You will find the things that help you step up and improve every day. Some days are going to fall. That's okay. They're not all going to be winners. I'm going to constantly remind myself of that right now, that every day can be challenging, but it also offers an opportunity for you to start over fresh. And when you fall asleep and when you start the next day, be smart, be kind to yourself, offer yourself forgiveness regularly. It's important. Okay? Don't just give good to others, give good to yourself as well. Be kind to yourself. We need more of that right now. All of us being kind to ourselves will go a long ways. Praying, Denise, this too shall pass. Hang on there. Now go sweat hard. Great from Shane. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've dropped the watt bike for the rower. Took your challenge, the 2,000 meters, doing it in 8 minutes. About 30. Why am I plateauing? I'm unsure. Not enough data to be able to give a feel on that. Any tips about overcoming this? Yes, join the crew. We can offer you coaching in there. We can actually dig in and figure out what your problem solving is. So go to the website, darkhorserowing.com, sign up for the crew. In our private Facebook group, we do live coaching. So you can submit video of your rowing. You can ask any questions. Coach John is there to answer them all and help you work through any of those plateaus. Plus, our training plans are geared for whatever distance you need. So I'd highly suggest that you join the crew, because then you can pick the 2K training plan. It's 8 weeks of training. Most likely that will get you there. And if it's not, we've got you. We can review your technique. We can tell you what's wrong in the technique part of the stroke. Whatever you need, we can help there. Silence of the row. Thanks for doing this. I was just trying to come up with a training routine for today, and this is perfect. Love it, Silence of the row. I like that handle, by the way. Range Solution, Shane, really appreciate you and you're giving to others. Range Solution, you're very welcome. Thank you for stopping by and being here. Denise, every day is a new day. This one just sucks. Yep. I won't say it doesn't. Jose, thank you. Triple Cap, all right, thanks. Thanks, Triple Cap, thanks for being here. Gina, prayers for all of us, peace and strength. Great, thanks, bud. That was just great, Aldo. So happy you liked it. Shane, you're a great teacher. See you tomorrow as well. Thank you. See you guys tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow's Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific time. So it's going to be more of an aerobic-based, on one machine or on one activity for the majority of the movement. So just have that in mind, ready to go. Intensity is going to be down. Think of it as a bit of like an aerobic recovery post these workouts. So you got that much going for you. Mary, thanks, Janita. Connie, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for the workout company. Thank you all for being here. Please, if you haven't already, smash that like button. Go share these videos. Go share it. And check out what we've got going on right now. And please send me your ideas in the comments, wherever. I will obviously recognize you because we've all been talking. So if you drop a comment somewhere with your thoughts on what this membership can become, what I can offer you guys, what you want to see from me, I can start to build that out. I can start to create it for you guys. And that way, as a big thank you, if you're able to, you can support me in the channel, and hopefully I can create more of this content and create more professional environments, up the quality. Who knows? I need to find something that can make this sustainable and lasting for all of us, because I'm loving it, honestly. So please drop me your thoughts somewhere. You can email them to support@darkhorserowing.com. You can drop it in the comments on a video. There are a lot of different ways you can get a hold of me, but please do. I'd love to know what you think. Robbie, I've been doing your workouts on the rower for only 3 weeks, and my 500 meter was 220. Now maintaining a 203. Thank you so much for the push. That's incredible. Lane, I've never rode this much before. Any tips for the calluses? Yes, they will happen. Number one. Number two, a foot file, like a petty file, works really well. File them down before those calluses start to shear off and turn into like an open blister. Nobody wants that, so file them. Monica, thanks everyone. Sending some healing energies to you all. Have a good day and see you all tomorrow. See you, Monica. Appreciate you being here. Denise, great job, Robbie, gloves for the calluses smashed. Love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow. I look forward to hearing from you.